Hey guys, Coach Ryan here with another episode of DuPraw Powerskating. If this is the first time we've met, hey, I'm Coach Ryan and I run DuPraw Powerskating Studios here. If you find the info and enjoyed this video, please think about subscribing down below. Hit that notification bell so you can get all of our new videos coming out. Leave your comments and go ahead and like it as well. And make sure you watch all the way to the end. Check the links down below for my first ever free ebook called the Breakaway Blueprint. You can get the link to download it below this video. Okay, so coming up next in DuPraw Powerskating, we're gonna go over backward beginner basics. Beginning skater or a beginning hockey player, just starting out, or even you've been at it for a little while and you're not having much success going backwards. This is a quick video with 4 tips to help you going in the right direction. If you know a little bit about me, you know I started skating at the age of 4, but backwards was very, very difficult for me. When I joined my first team, I was the last one in lines, especially going backwards, tears in my eyes. I wanted to quit. That whole first year was terrible. It wasn't until my second year of playing hockey that I got proficient at skating backwards. So hopefully these 4 tips help you learn a little bit quicker than this guy. Tip number 1, if you're just starting out, don't worry about the skating technique, especially if you haven't even had success with momentum and moving backwards. What I recommend with all brand new skaters that are just learning backwards is to learn how to balance, get their center of gravity towards the middle and a little bit over their toes. The last thing you want going backwards is for someone to stand up, get back on their heels, and go skates over tea kettle backwards, cracking their noggin. So the very first thing I would work on is proper stance with a little bit more of that front loading towards the toes so you don't feel like you're coming back up off your heel. The second tip is a big one. And all the years I've been teaching skating, especially with young players, it's so frustrating when you can't even get moving. So this accomplishes 2 things. It gives you some confidence to know that you can actually do it and move backwards. The momentum helps you, and it lets you practice that balance that we just talked about with front loading and a little bit more pressure on the toes. So I would go up to the boards or a beam like so, get down in that stance so I can feel it, and give a push off the wall. And I would just repeat this over and over and over until I felt comfortable. Not even worrying about technique. So you're here, 1, you're not looking down, your eyes are up, and you give a nice big push, success. Tip number 3. Here's where the technique starts to come in. There's beginner technique, and then there's more intermediate technique. Let's start off with beginner technique first. So if you've been a part of a skating program or learned to skate, something like that, you're probably familiar with forward swizzles. Now I'm not gonna lie to you, forward and backward swizzles on synthetic ice, it makes you earn every ounce of that technique. So it might not be as easy, but when you get back to the ice, it's going to be 10 times easier. It's going to build that muscle memory. But instead of doing forward swizzles, which is heel toe rocking, we need to go synthetic ice. We need to go toe to heel. Instead of heel to toe, we need to go toe to heel. So we're going to put the 2 things together. So we go back up, we get our balance, we get that momentum from the push, we start with our toes together, and after you push, you do your backward swizzle. I'll show you that again. Eyes, chest, and chin up, get down low, feel that pressure more towards the toes, and you can actually go a little pigeon toe to give yourself a head start, and then you just swizzle out as big as you can when you push, and pull them back together. Once again, confidence, success, not too shabby, eh? So the next tip I have for you is the best. tip, right? Especially if you like dancing and you like shaking your booty. So what beginner backwards skater did not start with a little bit of a booty shake? Now, the good and the bad of it is if you keep doing that throughout your career, you're gonna get laughed at. You're gonna look pretty silly out there as a pro hockey player shaking your rear end and your back patio. But if you're just starting out, it helps get some of that rhythm and that feel. And we're gonna add that one in coming up next. So here we are. We start with the balance. The eyes are up. We put the momentum in and the swizzle. And there's the swizzle. And then we shake our booty side to side with the swizzle. And there's the swizzle. And then we shake our booty side to side with the swizzle. Now what I want you to do is I want you to then go to the next component, which is independent C cuts or independent swizzles. So when you're shaking to the right, you transition your weight, and this is a good drill. I mean, yeah, it's boring, but there's a lot of things that you have to do to put in the hard work so it looks amazing later on down the road. So you want to learn how to shift your weight from the right to the left, from the right to the left. Okay, start off by doing that. And then when you put your swizzle in on this side, it looks like a C. Show you that again. Then you shift your weight to the other skate. C, C, C. Even if you can't complete the C right now, and you can just do little C's with a little bit of a booty shake, you're gonna be way better off the next time. And last but not least for this video, I want you to try to tip your ankle in when you're doing your swizzle, your independent swizzle and C cut, and try to get on that inside edge of your blade, right? Skates have two edges, the insides and the outside, two sharp edges. And I want you to get more on that inside one when you're leaning forward, not looking down though, because you don't want to fall. Usually eyes go down, you go down. That's my rule. I want eyes, chest, and chin up. Just feel it on your toes, but try to get on that inside edge and really carve and make some C's into the ice. Well, thanks for joining us on this episode of DuPraw Powerskating. Look for more videos coming up in the future. And don't forget to look down in the links below for your free download ebook. First time ever, the Breakaway Blueprint. And just like number 99, I hope you have a great one.